This comes from Reddit user on r/advice. I think my son's best friend is stealing from me. My son has had the same best friend since elementary school. He comes from a less fortunate economic situation, and he has always stayed over a lot, almost every school break and all summer. We love him and have treated him like a third son. Christmas gifts, birthday celebrations, vacations, etc. 3 years ago, his mom left him and his half-brothers with his stepdad to go be with her affair partner. Things got rough between him and his stepdad halfway through the year, and he lived with us full-time the remaining part of the school year. Then his biological dad got out of prison and he tried to live with him for a year in another town. It did not go well. He got really far behind academically and had severe truancy issues. He's now going to an online academy and planning to graduate at the end of this year. Now his mom has remarried someone stable, and he flips between their house, ours, and his girlfriend's, who I just learned is 6 weeks pregnant and they are 17. Recently, I had 3 gift cards that were Christmas gifts, totaling $175 turn up missing. Then a necklace I purchased for my oldest son's girlfriend and a small bag of makeup from Ulta disappeared. Saturday, I deliberately left cash out on the fireplace mantle to see if it disappeared or not, but my oldest son, who was supposed to be out of town, showed up and hung out, so it muddied the waters and cast doubt on who could have taken it, since it went from just my youngest, and the friend being in the house, to my youngest, his friend, and the oldest. I really hate to think that he's a thief, especially after everything we have done for him over the years. But I do know that a teenage boy with a girlfriend and a baby on the way may feel some kind of pressure. Over the years, other smaller things have come up missing, and I haven't thought much about it because it was never anything of any value. And we have had lots of temporary foster placements prior to 2023, so I never gave it any real consideration. But this hit close to the $300 mark and cannot be ignored. I did speak to my sons about the gift cards and cash. They both denied taking it. My oldest son's girlfriend's mom is the GM at Ulta in our town, so I don't think he took makeup to give her. Plus, our skin tones are completely different because we are different races. I would appreciate any advice. Thank you so much. Update. Thank you to everyone who has responded. 1. I don't know that it isn't one of my sons, which is why I haven't accused anyone. 2. I have sat all 3 of them down and explained if there is something they need that I am not providing, or that they don't feel they have the ability to get for themselves without stealing. All they have to do is ask. 3. I am not willing to cut him off. He is going to need support more now than ever. He is not a bad kid. He has been dealt a terrible hand, and he's not playing it well at the moment. We aren't giving up on him. 4. We do have interior cameras in our home. However, our home is under massive construction. We are living with a close relative, and there aren't cameras there. 5. We have had respite care, short-term care fosters when foster parents need a break, over the years in addition to 1 long-term placement, 4 years, but haven't had anyone since October 2023. Even though our home remains open should someone need respite care at a time we are available. 1 user responds, "It sounds like you love and care for this kid like a son. Rather than trying to catch him, maybe sit him down. Have a heart-to-heart and try to get to the bottom of this like the parent he doesn't have." Another user responds, "If this kid is as close to your family as you claim, why not just have a discussion with him? You could tell him that you noticed stuff come up missing after he's been around, and that you're not mad. You're just concerned. Maybe even say you'd be willing to help him out, and that he doesn't need to steal to get help." Another user responds, "I don't know too many people that didn't do dumb, desperate stuff at that age. In my experience, it's kind of a crucial point in life. Pretty much everyone I know found themselves in an 'oh my God, how'd I get here' moment. Drugs or crime or whatever. Some people figure out that they need to get their stuff together and others keep going. Some people get caught and the right person is there to give a crap. Some people get caught and become a statistic. Example, high school me decided to steal lunch most days. We had a hot lunch system and just grabbed what we wanted and then paid cash. For whatever reason, I would steal a cookie some days. Didn't even want to eat it, really, just took it because. Super minor thing, but all the same, it became a habit. Well, I had a teacher catch me. He didn't stop me in the moment and make a scene and get me in trouble. He was always incredibly nice and sincere and thoughtful and an incredible teacher. He pulled me aside later that day and pulled out 50 cents. He told me he used to have $1, but he used the rest to pay for my cookie, so the lunch lady didn't report me. I was ashamed instead of defensive. I also really appreciated that someone gave a damn. We have this tendency when things go wrong to hide them from our loved ones, especially early on in adult life, even though those are the very people that could help us and would help us. I have no doubt this young man cares about you dearly, but he's young and dumb. He lacks proper guidance and is likely scared and feeling confused and anxious. I see this as a huge opportunity for you to make an impact at a crucial point in his life. Another user responds, "What would you do if you found out it was one of your sons?" I'd let that reaction be your guiding force. Your son's best friend isn't your biological child, but you have an opportunity to continue being a stabilizing force in this boy's life. Yes, you've already done so much for him over the years. No, I'm not suggesting you overlook theft. I am suggesting this kid needs you and your family, and that you continue to treat him as your third son. So, back to my opening question. What would you do if you found out it was one of your sons? Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, follow, and comment below what you would do in this situation.